So let's look. Look, it's often said that we've come in 200 years from horse and carriages like that, and we've come such a long way in 200 years. Like, but how long did we stay with horses and carriages? The technology never changed for thousands upon thousands of years. The technology hardly changed until we got the steam train and the locomotive. It said 200 years, the world, like, we went from horses and carriages to what we've achieved now, like intercontinental flight in hours and such like, and trains, like that. And people say, and that's what we've accomplished in 200 years. Well, at risk of repeating myself, my point is, how long was we in horses and carriages though? Like, the Amish still use them now. They could be thousands of years. What was the spark? What ignited us? What ignited us? Look, that was the first fax machine in 1860s, the one in 1840s. We had ocean-going steel ships. We had petroleum. That was the average income. I showed this before in the new AP show not that long ago. Look, for years, right, this is the years across the bottom. Year 200, 400, 600, 800, 1000, 1600. Just after 1800, just before 1800, the curve, right, with the Industrial Revolution, look at that, how it curves up to past £6,000 GDP. It's absolutely ridiculous. Look, all that way for 2,000 years nearly, and then what happened? And then look at the world, what we've got today. Just look at the world that we're living in now, what this has brought. Look, that's the world we've got now. How long would that world last without electricity? Without electricity and maintenance, that world would be in ruins within months. And sorry, I'm trying to show you wearables like this. But we've got the steam trains, and then look at that on the iron, wearables. Again, like the cities, like I say, without light bulbs, what would that be? Be nothing. Without the light bulb, that place would be nothing. And speaking of light bulbs, they can make everlasting light bulbs. There's one in a fire station in America what's burned for 104 years, if not longer. Look, that's just, look, wearable. Why would you want that on your... Why would you want to improve on the creator's creation, right, by having something as vulgar as technology strapped onto you, like a prosthetic? It's ugly, it's nothing, you know what I mean? Compared to what humanity and man can build, it is nothing. It's crude and horrible. It's just, I don't get it. Just wearables they call them, don't they? Wetware. And that's, look there at this side, everlasting light bulbs are thereabouts. And here, this is in China, yeah, they had free e-bikes, yeah? Free e-bikes, and one day it was a dead nice day and everyone went to the park on their e-bikes, and it created a logjam. Everyone abandoned the bikes and left. It took weeks to clear it. See, that's humans. We can't even give free shit away without messing it up. I covered this ages ago. I saw it on something else recently, but I covered it ages ago because I couldn't believe it. If they weren't free, but because they were free, everyone went, oh, get it because it's free, get it because it's free, get it because it's free. We've got to stop that mentality. Otherwise, that's the result, excess, which leads to problems of its own. Now I want to look at the mechanical computer. A mechanical computer is a computer built from mechanical components such as levers and gears rather than electric components. They could have had the computer run by steam. It would have been the size of rooms and stuff, but they had the ability and they had the vision. They knew what it was capable of back then. And Charles Babbage gets credited with it, right? But there was a lady called Ada Lovelace, and she was the daughter of the poet Byron, Mad, Bad and Dangerous to Know, and her mother was a mathematician, but she was an absolute genius. as a result, she's often regarded as the first computer programmer. She could see what they was capable of. She saw the vision of them. And it's really strange because while she was conceived and stuff, her father, Byron, was like holidaying and partying with Shelley all the time and stuff. And Shelley, of course, was the husband of Mary Shelley, who wrote Frankenstein when she was 19. And that is one spooky book. That is one even now that sends chills down my spine. To think that came from a 19-year-old girl's imagination is stunning. And it also she never went to school and all that, but it also shows like how far more eloquent they were then than we are now. But she was absolute genius. So what was it? That's what I'm getting back to. What was the spark? We started getting steel bottom boats. We got the motor car. We got the steam locomotion. All within 100 years or so, we got photography, we got film, we got sound, we got all this within 100 years. What happened? Like I said, I keep hearing, well, look how far we've come in 200 years. From 200 years ago, we were in horse and buggies. Look at us now. Yeah, but 200 years ago, we were in horse and buggies. 2,000 years before that, we were in horse and buggies. Are you with me? Somewhat sparked us, and then we had the First World War in 1914, and then the Second World War. So the first thing what happened was warfare became automated, and it's like we could have chosen a certain path like that. Before there was like any, I can show you evidence of this, I'll put all this together, but like before there was like petrol engine cars, there was far more electric engine cars. Electric cars was the thing. And petrol is a byproduct of lamp oil. It was a byproduct. They used to throw it away. And then they realised they invented the combustion engine. Well, reinvented the combustion engine. Well, sorry, I'm reading it, but I'm trying to get my head around it. Like what they're trying to say here. I think they're trying to say that it can replenish itself. And the carbons, they use methane instead of carbon. I don't know. Anyway, it's one to come back to. Sorry for going off on a tangent there, but it's no new, is it, for me? But look, the history of electricity, it just, but you see that story there, by putting a key on a kite, Ben Franklin, he never actually did that. That's a lot of bullshit.